Hey followers, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the simplest small little fat bombs. As you see, I have a mold here that I'm using. This is normally what I use to make a lot of my chocolates. You can get these on Amazon. I'll throw up a link below of what this is, as well as some others that I have that work really super well. I am going to be making a blackberry cheesecake fat bomb. Again, each one of these little ones in here are going to be considered a fat bomb. Generally, I try to make fat bombs that are very, very low protein, very, very low carb, and it's all fat. So each one of these little guys is going to be about, I believe, 10 grams of fat, which is awesome, right? So I have 7 ounces of cream cheese and 7 tablespoons of butter in here already with a little bit of Himalayan salt. I have my Better Stevia liquid sweetener. I'm actually going to put on top of each one of these a little bit of my Choc Zero chocolate sugar-free syrup. You can use the strawberry if you like, if you want to keep this fruity. You can remove that step completely if you like. All it does for me is it adds a little bit more fiber into this, so it keeps the carbs from the berries lower, or the net carbs, because I go by net carbs. I'm going to be using a tablespoon, which is 3 pumps of my Kiss My Keto MCT oil, the unflavored. I like unflavored in all my things. And I'm using about, this is probably 3/4 of a cup of blackberries. So all I did, if you guys do not have room temperature cream cheese and butter, feel free to just slightly heat it just so that it is going to blend well in any kind of blender that you're using. You are going to place all of these ingredients into this cup and blend it. Once it's blended, you're going to be putting it down into each one of these, and you're going to freeze it. And guess what, guys? Once it's frozen, they're done. That's how simple this is. As far as the sweetener goes, you can use a powdered sweetener or just granulated, whatever you normally use. I'm only using my liquid sweetener because I am out of Swerve right now. Normally, I use about 2 tablespoons of my Swerve, which is a granular sugar substitute. But I'm waiting on it to come in right now. I ordered some online and I haven't gotten it yet. So that's the only reason I'm using my liquid sweetener this time. And this, to me, is a lot sweeter. So I will not be using that much of this just because I don't want these to be overly sweet. So I'm going to put everything in here and blend it. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like once I get them down into these little molds. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry. I thought that these were my bigger molds. So this is actually going to make way more than 15. So if you guys want to half this and only make about half of this, I definitely would in these molds. I have some other molds that are bigger that aren't like this that had, for some reason I thought that that was them. So I apologize. This is actually going to make 42. 42. So if you don't want 42, just half it, make half. I'm going to pop all these in the freezer. I am going to gently kind of pat these. As you see, they do not have to be perfect. Mine are way rounded on the top. You can always take a knife and scoop right off the top. You would probably be able to get another 3 down here if you did that on each one of these. I'm going to leave mine kind of overdone like this and just gently pat them to make sure that everything gets down into the actual flour cup. Or whatever shape you have. So now I'm going to pop these in the freezer and I'm going to leave them in there for 3 hours. In 3 hours, I'm going to come back and pop them all out and put them into another case that I will then leave in the freezer for any time I need a quick fat bomb. Okay, everybody, so once these are done, they have sat for about 3 hours now. As you can see, you can definitely see the prints on the front. They are going to be cold, so they're going to be solid and cold. You can pop them out and eat them, you know, one or a few at a time, depending on how much fat you're needing for the day. I'll leave these in my freezer until they're all gone. I do recommend trying to eat these within probably 90 days of making them. Otherwise, you're going to want to toss them. So as always, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also follow my blog at ketosismom.net, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ketosismom. Enjoy!